Salut tout le monde, j'espère que ça se passe de votre côté. Comme d'habitude, on continue Stranding de On the Beach. Allez, c'est parti. À vos manettes, à vos claviers. Alors, on en était où? Neutraliser les brigands qui occupent l'observatoire environnemental. Donc, que je dise pas de conneries.
Commencing route creation. Delivery route finalized. Drawbridge. Disengaging weapons restrictions. Take care, Sam. Sam, I can perform reconnaissance for you if you like. After all, there's no telling what might be waiting for us ahead.
Utiliser Dolman pour observer la zone. Alors, voyons voir. Et utiliser Dolman. Ouais, c'est pas là. Donc c'est là. A, outil, appuyez sur A. Ah ouais. A, outil, vision Dolman. Ah. Alors. Qu'est-ce que c'est? Porté dans le dos. Journal dose. Journal. Bon. Alors, neutraliser les brigands, tata. Et il y avait quoi? Récupérer 5 journaux doses. Ok. Et moi, je voulais... C'était... Voilà.
Reporting for duty.
Trouble nearby.
Brigands.
Ça y est. Alors, libérer l'observatoire. Alors,
You a porter? Those brigands, are they all gone? Wow, this is a relief. I was beginning to think I was done for. Give me a moment to confirm the order details. Took a few licks, but I'm glad to see you're still in one piece. You seem like a porter we can rely on. Go on, use your Cupid to get us online. Quickly now. I'll feel a lot safer once we're all hooked up.
Alors, nouveau lien établi. Observatoire environnemental de l'Ouest. Ok. La zone couverte par le réseau chiral s'est étendue, débloquant l'accès à ceux-ci. Données d'équipement, squelette de combat niveau 1. Un squelette actif conçu pour le combat, il consomme de la batterie pour augmenter la vitesse de déplacement lors de boost et réduire les dégâts des projectiles reçus grâce à un champ électromagnétique à la taille. Augmente également la capacité de transport de marchandises, ce qui vous permet de porter 60 kg. Ah, ok. Pistolet à grenade. Un lance-grenade portatif tirant des projectiles multifonctions efficaces contre toutes les cibles. Les grenades envoyées explosent à l'impact, endommageant tous les ennemis dans le rayon d'effet. Il peut se ranger dans un hostile pour arme de poing. Et grenade multifonction. Grenade à main conçue grâce à la technologie multifonction, ce qui la rend efficace contre toutes les cibles. Elle explose à l'impact, se range dans une sacoche.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
Amélioration pour la passe.
Online at long last. This ought to do wonders for our ability to monitor chiralium levels by the plate gate, as well as keep an eye on the tar cards. More accurate data will definitely make travel safer for you and your friends aboard the DHV Magellan too. Ever since the plate gate appeared, we've been seeing increasingly dramatic anomalies all throughout the Australian continent. Some theorise that the UCA's connection to the chiral network destabilised all areas without coverage. But what's done is done though. Our best bet is to follow suit and connect Australia too. It may also serve you to know that there are 4 environmental observatories, including this one. If you can bring them all onto the network, we're confident we'll be able to calculate where and when the next plate gate will appear. Anyway, you should already have access to the data we designated for you.
Now, we could only manage to get that old road patched up and usable.
Well, there's our schematic for an MP shell variant grenade. MP shells explode on impact, and are non-lethal munitions that can not only incapacitate humans, but also deal corrosive damage to mechs. And while they're not as effective as blood grenades, they can definitely hurt BTs too. In any case, you might want to keep a few stashed in your grenade pouch at all times. We've also shared data for a grenade pistol. While it's only good for a few shots, this gun lets you fire MP shell grenades as projectiles. Its small profile means it packs easily as cargo and won't get in the way. Naturally, it'll fit snugly into any handgun holster as well. Our last contribution is the battle skeleton. Like other skeletons you may have used, it increases your maximum carrying capacity and movement speed. This particular model also provides additional protection. However, when you boost it to move faster, or whenever you benefit from its damage reduction capabilities, it'll consume battery power, so make sure you have enough to spare. If you find yourself running low while on the road, you'll need to use a generator or borrow a private room somewhere to recharge. You ought to take one out for a spin. It once ran through this region. Saw quite a lot of traffic from what I hear. If you scrounged up enough materials to keep the autopaver fed, you could make it just like it was back in the old days. It's not like we have everything we need just lying around. Restoring roads is a massive undertaking, to put it mildly. Having said all that, east of this facility, you'll find the smoke kiln mine. Get them operational and processing ores again, and you should have no trouble securing the requisite materials. I've posted a sub-order for this task, so take it on if you're interested. We can't thank you enough, Sam. Before you go, you've been getting a lot of praise for all your hard work. And in recognition of this, it seems you've been officially cleared to take on standard orders. Between the harsh conditions and the violent outlaws, there are fewer and fewer folks willing to serve as porters these days. But there's no shortage of people who need help. So I encourage you to take a look if you're interested. You can review the available requests by bringing up the list via your ring terminal. You'll find a new sub-order too. We need someone to restore the mine. But you could benefit from having it operational as well. Anyway, thanks again for going above and beyond. Best wishes and safe travels to you, my friend.
That's some good work, Sam. The DHP Magellan's parked not too far from your position. You'll be able to pick up your next order on the ship. But before that, you should head back to your room and rest up. I imagine you're both pretty tired. You and Bowman.
Order completed. Well done.
Alors attends. Je voulais juste voir un truc. Alliages spéciaux. Remettre en état la mine de la colline fumante. Et marchandise, livrer un appareil de cryptage. Et lui, vous voulez que je fasse quoi? Ah oui.
I don't know about you, but I'm exhausted. Perhaps we could take a break?
Ok.
Are you all right? You were talking in your sleep. Kept repeating the name Amelie.
Sam, Tarman here. I'd like to brief you on this next order of yours. Once you're ready to head out, access the delivery terminal on the DHV Magellan to proceed.
Alors,
So, the files say you worked with Amelie to connect everyone in the UCA to the chiral network. But that despite your best efforts, an extinction event known as the Last Stranding seemed destined to kill us all. Until Amelie found a way to put a stop to it. She single-handedly sealed off the extinction entity's beach, preventing countless BTs from invading our world, and in doing so, saved humanity. But why am I telling you this? You were there to witness it all with your own two eyes. And you, of all people, must know that humanity can never truly escape extinction. The ultimate goal of Drawbridge's mission is to overcome the Death Stranding. If we succeed, we will be fulfilling Amelie's dying wish. At least that's how I see it.
bon, ok. Bon, allez.
My word. Are you all right, Sam? What was that just now? Did something happen?
Bon,
Sam, about the next site we wanted you to bring online with the Cupid. It seems we have a little problem. The tar currents nearby have grown unstable. Under these conditions, it's unlikely we'll be able to establish a chiral network connection. Our scans have identified a potential cause. An unknown device located within a brigand outpost to the north of West Fort Knot. It's hardly an elegant solution, but we need you to destroy it. When you're ready, take on this main order to proceed. The client in this case is the musician. I can't wait to hear what he has to share with the network. Don't let us down, Sam.
alors. Détruire le brouilleur de communication et livrer l'enregistrement Ok.
Hey Sam, this is Tarman. The disruptor device we need you to disable is located in this area. You should have no trouble whatsoever destroying it using MP bullets or MP shells. Alternatively, consider getting close enough to access the device directly. You can use your ring terminal to have APAS hack into it, allowing you to disable it without resorting to brute force. Be advised though, Sam, that some of the brigands you'll encounter on site will be wearing armour protecting both their heads and bodies, and that every one of these armoured units will be wielding a rod. No doubt their aim is to fortify themselves against ranged attacks, allowing them to move in and engage you at close quarters. In light of this development, we've gone ahead and added armoured enemies to our VR weapons and combat training programs. This way you can experiment with various methods and find a means of dealing with them that's suited to your personal strengths. That's all the information I have for now. Review your potential routes and finalise your equipment loadout before heading out. We're counting on you, Sam.
Ok. Vas-y, qu'est-ce qu'il y a au garage?
Excuse-moi.
Amélioration de la passe, qu'est-ce que c'est? Non. Non. Ah, le squelette. Alors, voyons voir un truc. Détruisez le brouillard. Ok.
Commencing route creation. Delivery route finalized.
Alors, je voulais aussi tester un truc. Grenade. Alors, attends.
Ain't thirsty.
Bizarre. J'ai fait exprès de prendre un... Voilà. Ouais, c'est bon. Hop, hop, et lampe, ouais. Ok.
Good morning to you. Drawbridge credentials verified. Welcome, sir. Security measures lifted. Weapons detected. Be advised that usage is restricted inside facility grounds. Disengaging weapons restriction.
Take care, sir.
Comme ça faisait un moment qu'on n'avait pas refait. Donc c'est bon. Ne vous inquiétez pas,
Hey there. Thanks for stopping by. Let me just take a look at our active orders. We'd given up all hope of overseas. I'm so glad you managed to bring it in.
Bon.
I want you to have this data. It'll help you in your work.
Alors, données de sac à dos. Un système qui réduit le poids global du sac à dos.
We've designated more materials for your use. Don't hold back on our account.
Now display your current port upgrade.
Filtration d'eau améliorée. Améliore la filtration automatique de votre gourde.
This is a coral anti-gravity device that can be attached to your backpack. Slap it on and your cargo will feel significantly lighter. And the more of them you use, the more noticeable the effect becomes. Any porter ought to appreciate a piece of kit like this. I'm sure you'll be a big fan.
Order completed. Well done.
Augmenter le nombre de connexions. Marchandises. Livrer le fusil démantelé. Ok.
This cargo has been designated breakable.
Alors, quand les marchandises normales, un impact de chute par exemple peut endommager sérieusement. Ok. Alors, qu'est-ce que c'est? Filtration d'eau améliorée. Améliore la capacité de filtration d'eau de votre gourde qui lui permet de se remplir plus vite lorsque vous plongez dans une rivière ou exposez. Ok. Sac à dos. Protection dorsale. Sacoche à grenade. Qu'est-ce qu'il me fallait d'autre? Arme point. Pistolet à grenade.
Order accepted. Thank you.
Alors. Alors, il me faut. Détruisez le brouillard de communication de la base des brigands. Afficher le marchandise à livrer. Bon, allez.
Sam, are you planning on entering enemy territory while carrying all that? With that much cargo, they'll spot you in no time. Why not stash your backpack and any excess equipment somewhere safe and take only what you need for now?
C'est vrai. Vas-y, montre.
Construction complete. Nice.
Améliorer. Démanteler.
Now leaving Chiro's network coverage.
Alors, moi je voulais.
What you looking for, dumbass?
Guys, come and get me.
Moi, je voulais. Gestion des marchandises. Je voulais. Je peux pas.
Now leaving chiral network coverage.
Qu'est-ce que tu fais? Qu'est-ce que tu fais?
Wait, Sam, they just crossed your property. Qu'est-ce que tu fais?
gars, c'est pas possible. Qu'est-ce qu'il fait?
Ah, good job, Sam. Disable the target. All right, let's deliver the car. Sam. Could pass out at any moment.
Mais qu'est-ce que tu fais, espèce de fou, va? Oh. Oui, c'est bon. Réacteur contaminité, la plaque en acier, CP1. Résine. Non, moi, ce que je voulais, c'est... Ah, est-ce que je peux... pirater? Ouais, du coup, ça veut dire... Attends, parce que moi, ça me dit...
Commencing route creation. Delivery route finalized.
Move it, Sam. Keep it up, Sam.
Bon.
Now entering chiral network. Drawbridge. Structure successfully dismantled.
Ok. Et là,
Now leaving chiral network coverage.
alors attends. Parce que là,
Hey!
So in order to survey an area, I have to rely on a very special power, my strength of will, you might say. The requisite focus can be rather exhausting, but I'm happy to grin and bear it since it's for your sake. So, deem it necessary, feel free to send me airborne as many times as you like. Don't use up any batteries or chiral crystals either. All it requires is that I place my absolute faith in you. Which I do, so don't hesitate to ask.
She must have been further now.
Good evening, Sam. Drawbridge credentials verified. Welcome, Sam.
Security measures lifted. Weapons detected. Be advised that usage.
alors.
Hold on. You're with Drawbridge, am I right? Hope the brigands weren't too much trouble. No, you look okay. Glad you can make it. All right. Let's take a look at this cargo of yours. Nothing seems to be out of place here. We're all good. I'll definitely have more work for you if you want it. I've been waiting a long time for this. Okay, use your Cupid to hook me up.
Allez. Données d'armes. Fusil à pompe. Un fusil à courte portée chargé de projectiles.
Now display your current port upgrade.
This is really something. I'm part of the chiral network, which means everyone can finally listen to my songs. Then with the music player, you'll be able to set the mood for your adventures. And just like that, the world's gotten so much bigger. Yeah, looks like my weapon data has been shared with everyone too. So about the recording you brought me, it almost sounds like a whale song. But there's something off about it. I'll need more time to figure it out. Anyway, I'll send you updates via the SSS. The tar man's the one who recorded it. Said he heard it while he was out tar fishing. Have a listen. Call me crazy, but we might be dealing with something like a whale. Another interesting thing to note, creatures that hear the song make an effort to avoid the source. There's not much else I can say with confidence. However, give me some time to analyze it, and I might get you some answers. Yeah, I got it from a friend who knows all about weapons. This is way back in the day, when I was traveling in search of new music. Well, he said I'd need to protect myself, taught me how to use it and everything. But I never did in the end. Just as well, I'm better with instruments, you know? Apparently this shines when you break it out at close range. Incorporates the latest tech as well, so it ought to pack one hell of a punch. In an ideal world, we wouldn't ever need stuff like this. But I bet it's a necessary evil for you. Do what you gotta. Yep, I can really immerse myself in my work here. Sadly, all the music I've made never gets heard by anyone else. Still, that's about to change. Because of that update I pushed you earlier, the new music player function, remember? In it, you'll find a sample of my work. When you've got the time, be it on the job or relaxing somewhere, why don't you take a listen? Gotta get going, huh? Well, hey, thank you for the help. You know, I've been wondering how those brigands got their hands on that disruptor thing. I'm just saying, they certainly don't have the know-how to build one. It's kind of worrying. Oh yeah, I had another favor I wanted to ask, if that's cool. I lost some cargo near and dear to my heart, even though I tried my best to keep it safe. I've tracked it to this dangerous place. Too dangerous for someone like me. The request's open to anyone willing to accept, but something tells me you'll deliver. Get it? Anyway, if this kind of works up your alley, then take a look at my suborder.
Thank you so much, Sam. I have high hopes for his work, but I suppose we'll have to wait and see what comes of it. As for that strange device, it seems that its effect on the tar currents blocked all chiral communications. So I think it's only fair that we call it a chiral jammer. Anyway, while the currents in the area have settled down somewhat, we've received a number of troubling new reports. For one, a tar eruption was recorded in the direct vicinity of Westport Knot. A group of figures clad in red and a large unidentified black mass were observed just prior to this eruption as well. Needless to say, the anomalous tar current activity near Westport Knot may be related to these events, so we can't afford to ignore them and proceed with network expansion. We've got no choice but to investigate and address any cause that may be present on site. The corresponding main order has been added to this delivery terminal. I've got a feeling a difficult fight might be ahead of you, Sam. I strongly advise you to prepare accordingly.
Order completed. Well done.
Bon. Enquêter sur les courants de pôles inhabituels. Ok. Voilà.
Commencing route creation. Delivery route finalized.
Donc ça, c'est ok. Voilà.
Order accepted. Thank you.
Feel free to stop by anytime you like.
Alors, est-ce que j'ai un CCP Ah merde. Faut que je prenne un CCP. Un C. Alors. Ça. Voilà. C'est bon, je l'ai. Voilà.
Disengaging weapons restriction.
nearly at our destination. See anything suspicious?
Security measures landed. Weapons detected. Be advised that usage is restricted inside facility grounds.
Who is that?
Qu'est-ce que c'est?
Aren't you some sort of... Been a long time, Sam.
Fuck, how you still alive?
Oh, no, I'm just a ghost. Come to take my revenge on you and that bitch Fragile. All the way from the other side. Of course, there's no point in trying to kill you when you won't stay dead. But there are plenty of other ways to make you suffer. Huh? The kid kicked the bucket, huh? Shame. Goddamn shame. Then I want you just look in that coffin up. Hard. Going on a walkabout. Well, that's touching. Even if you don't know a goddamn thing about Luke.
What do you say?
Huh? Maybe I can't kill you, you won't die, but you can lose everything you love. Torture yourself for the rest of time, knowing that death will never come for you. You go on a little walkabout. Go wherever you want, but I will be damned if I let you link up this condo. Not because extinction's my credo, no. No, I want to build a world where fear and violence are king. And who do you think come out on top, Sam? You? With your hippy-dippy network? Or me? With my more rough and tumble methods. Can't wait to find out. It's the good old-fashioned gospel. Cruelty or collaboration? The eternal choice. Let's put him to the test.
What a hit! Cliche, but that one's gotta hurt.
Oui, je suis là. À de suite.
What a hit!
Come on,
Are you
Echo.
injured, Sam? Nice one. That one seems to have done some damage. Cargo. Not sure. What a hit! Cliche, but that one's gonna hurt. Nice one! That one seems to have done some damage. Oh boy, that must hurt.
You can't come.
What a hit! Cliche, but that one's gonna hurt. Oh boy, that must hurt.
Sam, your cargo's been completely There's no point.
On va tester.
Whew, that was amazing, Sam. Great work. Now let's get this place on the chiral network.
C'est la musique. Mais qu'est-ce que tu fais?
Oh, lost it there. Just like that, Sam.
Allez! Ah oui, gros. Ça.
Chiral decontamination in progress. No anomalies detected. Welcome, Sam.
Alors. Livre et enquêter sur les courants des poils. Non.
Your name is Sam, isn't it? We owe you one. What in the hell was that thing anyway? It looks like a machine, but none I've ever seen before. Right. We need to assess the situation. You're barely out of breath. Doubt any other porter could hold their own half as well. I hope we can continue to rely on you in the future. This moment's been a long time coming. Please use your Cupid to connect us.
Ok. Transporteur flottant. Un chariot tracteur flottant pouvant être chargé de marchandises et attaché à votre taille. Ou un autre transporteur. Son utilisation consomme des cristaux chiro. Cette intervention peut aussi être utilisée comme mode de transport.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
Great. No issues establishing a chiral network connection. By the way, we've sent some folks out to recover the wreckage of that giant mech that attacked us earlier. Only prudent we study it, you know? If we learn anything of value, we'll be sure to relay it to Drawbridge right away. Thanks again for coming to our rescue.
Sam, this is the President. Due to your tireless efforts, West Fort Knot is now part of the chiral network. A great achievement. I salute you. However, this expansion has done little to address the anomalous activity observed across the continent. Elsewhere, disruptions in the tar currents are growing ever more prevalent. Only by connecting all of Australia can we hope to resolve this situation. And by doing so, we will create the optimal conditions for a new Plategate to manifest as well. We are one step closer to making the chiral verse a reality and ensuring humanity overcomes extinction. The road ahead is still fraught with peril, but I have the utmost faith in your capabilities. For now, though, please take a well-deserved break aboard the DHV Magellan.
Order completed. Well done.
Allez. Ok. That's it. That's it. Everything's okay. Ouais.
You know, I've been thinking about what happened to Lou. Fragile holds herself personally responsible for those tragic events. If Higgs was indeed behind the attack, then I can understand why she feels that way. Why she blames herself for setting everything in motion. But she's resolved not to let any of it show, to bottle it up and put on a brave face. She didn't used to smoke before, did she? I suspect it's a form of self-punishment she's adopted. Vengeance gives rise to a cycle of violence, and Higgs wouldn't have it any other way. But she's committed to helping you complete this journey, together with Lou, to get you back on your feet. And if she believes she has to bury her emotions and play the part of a hard-nosed commander to do that, she will. That's what I think, anyway. I'm sure you can understand her position.
Bon. C'est parti.
Departing facility.
Alors.
Vehicle ready. Please drive carefully.
Alors, il me faut autre chose. Utiliser le monorail. Bon. Allez.
A new feature has been made available for use.
Vous pouvez lire de la musique de votre choix à l'intérieur du réseau. Ouais. Livrez le fusil, démantelez.
Was it really Higgs? He's alive.
He called himself a ghost, but
Found a way back from the beach just so he could kill us.
it was definitely his voice I heard. I didn't get a good look at his face, but yeah. He said he came back to get revenge on you and me. Screwing with our plans to link up Australia was just another way to do that.
They were all in red. Just like the ones at your place. That could have been him too.
You think that was Higgs? Did you see him hurt Lou?
I'm not sure.
Fragile, I need you to remember.
I only caught a glimpse. But they were all wearing red. This is all my fault. I had him at my mercy in Amelie's beach. If I'd only finished him off, none of this would have happened.
You can't blame yourself. You know, something's been bugging me. Something he said. You don't know a goddamn thing about Lil. It hit me after. He's absolutely right. I mean, the kid's whole life is a total mystery to me. So I gotta ask. Can you look into Lou's past? Find out what you can? Charlie, you, the ship's crew, you all have connections within the UCA, right? And at least one of you has to have access to the UCA archives that were recovered by the chiral network.
All right, Sam. Let's see what we can find on you.
Really, Sam, there's such a thing as too tight. Oh, that must have been quite the nightmare. I can't feel my legs.
Lil.
Sam, this is Tarman. Feeling refreshed, I hope. Thanks to all your hard graft, the DHV Magellan can get around a lot more freely now. More specifically, we can travel between any two facilities that are connected to the chiral network by way of the tar currents. Naturally, this includes Mexico as well. If you're curious about how the folks at the places you visited are getting on, you can catch up on any recent developments by accessing the corpus via your ring terminal. And to have the Magellan travel to a given facility, simply open the map with your ring terminal and chart a course to your destination.
Je pensais avoir... bref.
If you refuse, there will be severe repercussions.
But what makes you think you have a choice?
Charlie. Another request is ready for you. You'll find it listed as a main order on the DHB Magellan's delivery terminal. So you know, Sam, Fragile is currently looking into Lou. Meanwhile, Tarman is conducting a separate investigation into the giant mech that attacked you earlier. For now, we would like you to focus on extending the network. That is a task only you can handle. As the network grows in size, we will have much more information at our disposal to further our efforts. That said, you won't be able to proceed until the situation at Westport Knot has been resolved. It appears that they're in dire need of additional supplies, to the point that they don't even have enough to prepare cargo for your next destination. This next order is intended to alleviate the situation. You're to restore the mine north of F1 and its monorail station to working order and link up Westport Knot. After which, you'll deliver a large quantity of excavated materials from the mine to the settlement by rail. As this is a somewhat complicated order, I'll brief you on the details as you review the map. Anyway, I'd appreciate it if you could make this main order your top priority.
Alors, accepter la commande. Rétablir le monorail et livrer des alliages spéciaux.
All right, Sam. You'll need to work through several steps to complete this order. To begin with, collect the cache of materials waiting for you on the DHB Magellan. Take these to the mine north of F1. The location has been marked for you on your map. And when you arrive there, submit the materials using the terminal on site. This will allow you to restore the facility to working order. Next, access the terminal again to commence mining operations. If all goes well, a large quantity of materials should be extracted. You'll then need to deliver those materials to Westport Knot. Consider making use of the monorail located at the mine to make life easier. Upon your arrival at F1, use the delivery terminal to submit all the materials for processing and to finally complete the order. That's all there is to it. So begin plotting your route to the mine north of F1.
Ok.
Commencing route creation. Delivery route finalized.
On this occasion, you'll be delivering some heavy materials. You can use a tri-cruiser to transport them. Alternatively, floating carriers can now be fabricated. These carriers are ideal for taking heavy cargo across terrain ill-suited to vehicles. If that sounds good to you, try fabricating one and loading the materials onto it. And when you're not using the carrier for cargo, you can hop aboard and kick the ground and use it as a makeshift skateboard. Just remember that floating carriers require chiral crystals to function, so keep a supply on hand.
Ok. Alors. attends. On m'a dit de voir avec... Alors, donner des ordres. Oh, déjà, on a maintenu A en consultant la carte afin de planifier le tir pour lui déjà. Ok.
Please select.
Alors, sphères sont signalées par un icône. Sélectionnez Gaston, appuyez A pour y envoyer le... Ok. Alors, porteurs locaux. Les livraisons peuvent reprendre. Alors, on a été obligé d'arrêter à cause des brigands, mais le porteur qui a surgi, le portail interne qui a atteint la fin. Ok. Moi, je voudrais voir... Je peux pas... Attends. Je peux pas utiliser un porteur flottant. Bon. Je pensais que je pouvais, mais c'est pas grave.
This cargo is nearly ruined, Sam. Proceed with the utmost caution.
Disengaging weapons restrictions. Earthquake detected. Intensity. G-scale. 6.
Eh bien,
Now leaving ground network coverage.
Just about further now.
Drawbridge credential
Security measure selected. Weapons detected. Be advised that usage is restricted inside facility grounds.
non mais sérieux. Attends. Je peux sûrement. Je vais descendre avec parce que là, ça va faire trop loin. Vu comment il est mou l'autre. Ouais. Alors, sélectionner les matériaux.
Not enough resources, huh? But what exactly are you lacking? The terminal should have more information.
Ok. Bon, c'est bon. Qu'est-ce que je voulais?
Commencing route creation.
Alors. Livrer le fusil et...
Delivery route finalized.
Je t'ai dit quoi? Moi je suis là. Ouais, on va prendre celle-là. C'est le mieux. Bon, parce que là, de toute façon... Ah ouais, il en faut encore. On va continuer. Ouais, je disais, on va continuer à partir d'ici. Merci d'avoir regardé la vidéo comme d'habitude. N'oubliez pas de liker ou de commenter ou si vous avez envie de voir un autre jeu. Et aussi de vous abonner pour la chaîne. Allez, à la suite. C'est parti.